This Genesis Invitational edition of the Stephie Smalls Show on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 free with promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN. Get the SGPN app free in your app store. It has all of our picks and podcasts in one easy-to-access app. It's time to yap.
Stephie turns balls, betting it all on the power bottom falls top drop the football. Like hopes they've been teasing, they're missing the fall season. ACL twisted, bank account freezing, but Smalls caught the shots like some Oracle reading. Leaderboard rising while the slot machine's ringing. She's slinging player stats like Nostradamus. $100 bills raining down upon us.
Hello. I know it took me forever. I know we're hours after the initial start date, but we're here now, and that's all that matters. And golf is back on the podcast, and I'm very excited. We know him, we love him, to join us, talk and yap all about Genesis is Larry. He corrected everyone today too. Not corrected. You didn't correct everyone, but people get confused because it's at Tom and Marty's. So it's, you know, it's a little mix-up.
It was a major rebranding. It was a major rebranding, partly because of my chili thing that is taking over my life and my social media feed. A lot of people getting confused. You know, just in the golf world, everybody knows Tom and Marty is me talking stupid stuff. Yeah. But with so many like outsiders, like everybody's fascinated about this supposed master diet I'm on, like I planned it, that I was like, okay, I'm going to put my actual name in my Twitter handle. I already hate it. I like being Tom and Marty's. But at least in the short term, a rebranding, I'm Larry at Tom and Marty's, just so the non-golf fans know who the hell I am.
Yeah, it's good. You put your name there, and then people know who you are. It's funny because when we first started interacting too, it didn't take very long though to figure it out. Like that's the ball. Yeah. It didn't take too long to figure out.
Even in real life, down at the bar, more kids call me Tom.
I believe
than they call me Larry anyway. So I'm used to all that. But at the same time, it's just tripping everybody. Wait, are you Tom? Are you Larry? So I was like, okay, I need to clarify. Yeah. Nobody ever calls me Marty. Marty's a great name, better than Larry or Tom. But
it's a great name. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of names that like you don't hear anymore because people name their kids all these Kale and Rosemary. I don't know. Rosemary's a nice name actually. But Kale and whatever it is, and there's no people don't just use Stephanie anymore.
Absolutely not. Or if they do use Stephanie, it's spelled in some stupid way that you could never spell right. Yeah. And they're going to be tortured for the rest of their life because everybody's going to misspell their name.
100%. For people that don't know about the chili, so if you guys are not aware, this man in front of us has only been eating chili for what are we at? Day 22 now?
22. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up 22.
Sorry, let's clarify.
Wendy's, yes. Yeah. In this case, I am brand loyal. Wendy's chili is good, so I have no problem it only being Wendy's chili. That said, 22 days of anything is quite an ordeal. And 9 more days, which both seems really short, but 9 more days of chili is going to be.
Is your stomach all right hanging in there?
My gut health actually is quite good. I actually think it's an improvement over the crap I usually eat.
Okay.
Just eating chili. That said, the post that went viral today on Twitter, I lost 21.6 pounds in the last 20 days, which is crazy. It's not healthy. It's crazy. But I got 200 new followers, and they're all women. And instead of they think it's some serious diet that I came up with, lose weight. And I'm just trying to correct them. I'm like, this was just some absolutely stupid shit I found myself into. Okay, this wasn't planned. I don't know my carbo counts. I didn't do my blood work. I'm just starving myself to death because I'm eating chili. So,
So are you eating how many chilies a day are we eating?
3 bowls a day. That said, a couple times I just couldn't take it anymore, so I quit. So I didn't eat it all on Sunday, and that was a really bad idea. I'm still kind of trying to get my energy back. Yeah. My energy levels and my brain power, and I'm not exactly the brightest guy in the world in the first place, as eating chili would indicate. But I'm on 75% power, and so it's just been. I'm not going to say torture. It's just been miserable. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I will say that. I'm enjoying chewing the shit on interaction. I'm getting interviewed. I'm talking, so I like talking about it. The kids at the bar love it. They're just taunting me, calling me an idiot. But that said, physically speaking and even mentally speaking, it's it's been an ordeal, and 9 more days of it's going to be rough. I'm going to do it at this point. I mean, there's no way in the world I'm going to.
You have like really, I think it just shows that you have like really, like you have good like willpower. Like I
actually don't. No. If it weren't for the fact that this got all this attention, there's no way in the world I would have done it. I would have found a way to weasel my way out of it. But the fact that so many people are following it, I've got pride. My pride, I guess, is giving me the willpower. I'm not backing down now, and back down after 22. So.
I need something like that to happen to me because I like have a sweet. I need like something sweet after I eat something savory. And I'm like, I think that's the one thing that's really stopping me from like any type of progress that I would like to be occurring.
I have actually learned a lot. I mean, not getting like deep about it, but like so many things you eat, you associate with like comfort or like I need something sweet after dinner and all that. And I had all of them and now it's just shattered. And so I'm hoping after when I'm done with this, I'm going to try to retrain my brain into not being the gluttonous pig that I am. It probably won't last more than a few months, but I am going to try to take a positive out of this. And the fact that I'm losing 25 pounds or however many I'll lose is probably a good thing because I could stand to lose a few more pounds. Not that I'm going to do chili.
We'll stop talking about chili, but David asked, are you buying the family size or are you buying?
No, the bowls work perfect psychologically, knowing I buy them 9 at a time. I'm not buying that can crap. And having each bowl set out in the fridge, for some reason, psychologically, it helps me knowing, okay, this is my day bowl. This is my afternoon bowl. Okay. This is my night bowl. So, yeah, I like the portions already set out for me. And I might cheat that way. Like if I got a family-sized bowl, I might eat the whole goddamn bowl sometimes. So trying to keep a regimen here. So, and it's working.
Maybe I need to make some type of crazy like declaration so that I can go on the same page.
It's weird, in that by having this stupid rule of just chili, I haven't been able to rationalize my way out of it. You know how if you're on a diet or whatever, you're like, okay, well, no, I'm going to actually eat this, but then tomorrow, and next thing you know, your diet fails. By being so strict with myself, and again, it wasn't planned. This isn't a diet. This is a stupid thing I did to myself. But by being so strict, I actually think that's why I haven't broken. Like if I allowed crackers, which I love crackers, I'd be eating 10 cracker packets a day. So the fact that I can't have any crackers saves me from that. So if you are like me, and I think a lot of people are, having really strict arbitrary rules actually help. Just it forces you to be disciplined in a way I don't possess.
I love it. It's fantastic. We're going to talk
next Wednesday, 8 days. I've already got my buddy of mine owns a restaurant. He has the best chicken sandwich in the world, and he's going to make me like a 1 pound fried chicken sandwich. And
you have to record the happiness.
I am. I might start crying. I'm not a crier. I might start weeping over this chicken sandwich.
I might cry for you. I'm like so excited for you.
Okay, I'm going to segue us into golf here, though.
Yeah,
you recognize this shirt right here? I bought it in 2021. It was the last time Collin Morikawa won a tournament, the 21 Open. And I haven't worn this shirt since 23 when he blew the century. He won this week and it won me a lot of money. So I pulled this one out of storage. I'm wearing the Collin Morikawa victory shirt for the first time in 4 years. So it was a big weekend for me with Collin there.
You know what? Fuck Collin.
Yes,
you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, and this show is gonna end up getting off the rails a little bit just because I'm so delirious from my long day. Collin Morikawa pisses me off so much because like I took the leap of faith last year, put him on my fantasy team. I knew that I wasn't going to bet on him all season. So I thought, okay, we'll put him on the fantasy team because he's probably going to win something. Yep. Doesn't win. I leave this fantasy league. Of course he goes and wins. But I'm very happy for anyone that won money off of Collin.
Yes.
All
of your hatred of Collin was justified. He definitely screwed over a lot of people last year. And he did it in such a frustrating way. Because there are obviously fixes in his game, and he wouldn't fix them. So instead, he's like changing putters every 2 weeks, or he's firing 5 caddies. Yeah, exactly. He was just being a prima donna instead of like realizing I need to get my game better. And like last year, I pounded him on the Masters. I was like, he's gonna get it back, and obviously it didn't work out. And then I did a turn on him, and I've been talking shit on him on Twitter for a year now. That said, yesterday he was swinging the ball speed at 177, which for a guy like him, that's a pretty good improvement. So maybe he's gotten his shit together. I want to see him do well before I jump back on the Collin bandwagon permanently. But he might have finally learned a little humility and worked on his shit. So we'll see. But feel free to keep hating him, at least for now.
He kind of did look like he had like whatever attitude problem he had looked like it was kind of wiped from him a little bit.
Yes, that's what being a loser. I mean, sometimes you got to learn humility the hard way, and sometimes you can redeem yourself in that it makes you more likable, because he was not likable the last 2-3 years, and so maybe he'll become a little more likable. I wouldn't count on it. That said, I will probably wear a shirt because it made me $5,500. So.
I love it. That's
yes,
absolutely fantastic.
At the end of the day, I will bet on guys I hate, including this week, if I think they can make me money, because I am a shameless whore when it comes to winning golf.
I fucking love it. We're going to talk about who you hate. Before we do that, Kalshi is a real money. I can pull the ad up by myself without producer Ryan. Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. Besides sports, they have a ton of other markets, including politics, entertainment, even the weather. You can trade anything on Kalshi. They have who will win a major tour, a tour major this year on the PGA. Scottie Scheffler's on there. Rory's on there. We all know how, speaking of people we hate, we all know how I feel about Rory. New Kalshi customers get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rebet. Rebet is the #1 social sports book and a casino out there, available in 35 plus states, including Texas and California. Get in on the action with Rebet. Plus, get a 100% purchase match up to $100 with promo code SGPN. That's Rebet, promo code SGPN. Who you betting on that you hate? Who are you betting on that you hate here?
The price was just too good for a guy who fits this course. He's won in this city before, his biggest win, and that's Wyndham the Brat Clark. So that was my first click when the odds came out Sunday night. I was like, oh, Jesus, I hate this guy. He's such a baby. But 100-1 is 100-1. You can't say no to 100-1 for a guy who is playing better. If he can make some putts, last week was it last week or WMO? He striped the hell out of the ball. He couldn't make a putt. And the great thing about West Coast golf is putting changes week to week, because these greens are so bumpy and weird that if a guy can't putt the week before, he could be Ben Crenshaw this week. And so if he can even putt average, he can win this golf tournament. And so he was my first bet. Way back at 100-1.
It's funny you say that, because I did take a look at him and I didn't quite do it. The one thing I love about Clark is, one, I think he's the type of person where he knows he's a douche. And it's like, now you can be like, being a douche is fine if you're winning. Being a douche is not fine if you're not winning. Yes,
a good villain wins. Yeah, you don't want the villains always losing. A good villain wins once in a while, so you can hate it. Patrick Reed is a good example if he ever comes back. He's a fun guy to root against, only if he's winning. Once he starts losing, you're like, fuck him. So, excuse me. Okay.
I think because this is my, I had my head up football's ass still for a little bit. So I'm now pulling my head out of football's ass and I'm moving my attention towards PGA. So this card is very like pulling on the heart strings also, just like I think I need to pull the Band-Aid off and get over these guys from the start. And I know that he's going to hurt my feelings, and he hurt my feelings a lot. I didn't bet him outright, but I did bet him top 20 at plus 190. And I did bet him top 10 after round 1 at plus 465. And it's Shane Lowry. Unfortunately, anytime you tell me soft and windy conditions, and we're here at a place that I mean is for me fantastic for Lowry. He was TA at Pebble last week. Like around the green, I think is the only area that he kind of he just did all right. Mm-hmm. He's shown. He's just I can't not do it. He's top 10 in bogey avoidance, circuit, you name it.
Yeah, everything you look at. And he just doesn't win. So you didn't bet him to win, but he's going to win at some point. He's just too good of a golfer. I mean, across the board. Yeah, across the board. And if it gets a little bit difficult, which Riviera can, he's the man for it. So like last week, I didn't bet him, but I was like, several people asked me, I was like, yeah, absolutely go with it. So he's kind of like Fleetwood. They just don't win enough. And I don't think it's a criticism. It's a matter of time with them. So while I'm not going to get on Lowry, because I actually went a little more top heavy with the rest of my board. So I don't have much for him. But I don't have no beef with, as Kirshner would say, no beef with you taking Lowry. I went top of the board, and I don't love it. In November, I predicted it, and he's going to win the Masters, and I've got generational wealth already bet on him at the Masters. But I said he has to win a big boy tournament, and the tournament he's going to win is Genesis, and that's Cam Young. Cam Young, great history. He can bomb it, so it's playing soft. Everything works. The problem is he's not playing horribly, but he's also not playing good. And does he have a switch to flick it after the last 2 weeks where he's playing mediocre? And so everything fits except recent form. Problem is Riviera is a place where you kind of want recent form. You want a guy showing a little pulse before he gets in here. So I'm going with him. And then the other guy I'm going with at the top of the board, he's the second best golfer in the world right now. I'm not saying, ranking, but I'm saying like right now, and that's Gator. So what the heck is he doing down at 35-1? He should be 21. Sure. And so that's just a pure value play in that he might be one of the top 5 best players in the world right now. We haven't realized it yet. And to get him at 35-1 on a course he is just going to eat at is just too good of a price not to. So he was a pure value play. Cam Young was a pure emotion play.
Yeah, I looked at Cam Young for one and done, and I might still get there. I haven't finalized like my outright card or what I'm doing for one and done. I split one and done with my friend Sam Wagman. He's trying to sell me on Rory, I believe, for this week. I'm a little torn on using him this week. I don't absolutely love it here. I'm a little iffy on that. I kind of think for me, like I don't bet Cam. I'm not like the Cam Young thing is like a mental disorder to me, like, which is fine. I have my own mental disorders. I'll get to one of them because trust me, I'm betting one of my mental disorders. But the fact that I'm even inclined, I just want to use him for one and done almost because I don't think I'll be inclined any other time. So like, let me just use him.
Who's this?
What? Cam Young. I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah. It's a sickness. It's a cult. Okay. Welcome to the cult of Cam Young. We believe everybody else we like criticize, rip apart. We believe blindly in the upside, the ceiling of Cam Young, even though he's only hit it once in his entire career. So
it has to come at some point, though. At some point. At some
point. Rory's weird in that I don't think I'm not saying he's like mentally in a bad place. I don't think his competitive juices are flowing yet. I think he's easing into the season. He's in a good head place, in fact. But you kind of want him to be a little miserable. I think he wins more when he's miserable. So what is he? 12-1, 13-1? I can't get there. One and done, fine. Because you try to pick him in a place other people are going to.
I feel like there's other places to use Rory. Like this doesn't feel right.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like a Rory moment. Of course, last year Pebble wasn't a Rory moment and he dominated. So he's that good. He can win anywhere. But I looked at him briefly. I was like, no, there'll be better opportunities to use him, especially over players or something like that where you don't expect it and you might get like 18 or 19 out.
Right, absolutely. I think. Do you do one and done or not really?
I do. I'm in the male one.
Okay, so
I default to my buddy, and I gave him 2 options: Cam or Gotti, and he's going to come up with pick those 2. So I'll probably be on Gotti for him. So I'm terrible at one and done. So I am so bad.
I love it. I love it. You mentioned someone, and this is not my mental disorder pick here, but Rio he has 3 straight top 10 finishes. So to me, his top 20 number being at plus 280 and even like sprinkling on the 100-1, I don't hate. You pick the stat he's gaining. Like it's not, he's just playing good fucking golf. He is a lovely and accurate striker of the ball. I think I ride the wave here. So I
love how aggressive he is. He's going to go into a SIG event. And he's not a Siggy player, but now he's playing in one. And he's not going to ease back. He's not going to try to be like, I want a top 20. He's going to actually go out. He's an aggressive player. And I like him in that he's a shitty putter, except that he has peak putting moments. And that's what you want when you're betting a guy. You're betting his ceiling, and his ceiling is high. I'm annoyed because I bet him hard at Sony, and that was the one tournament he was poor. And he's been a top 10 player since then. So, his opportunity absolutely, positively on a course. You got to attack the course. And so, I will get there, but absolutely.
And he's so likable.
He's so fun to watch with a stupid water bottle. That's just the type of stupid thing I would do. sipping on the water and holding it makes no sense. And I'm sure there's an absolutely idiotic story behind it. And I appreciate it when people don't run from being morons. And that's just crazy. So yeah, I love him.
I just love when they're just like normal dudes and like he just feels like a normal dude. He feels like he's having fun. He's playing really good golf. I love watching him. He's accurate. I looked at a lot of the accurate guys.
Oh yeah. His only weakness is putting, but he does putt well on occasion. Yeah. And that reminds me of young Collin Morikawa, actually, where Collin was a bad putter until he wasn't. And if you're betting guys for top fives, top tens, or especially winning, you're betting that ceiling. You're like, fine, you can be a bad putter this week, lock it in. Because if he puts like 2 strokes gained for the tournament, he can win the tournament, and he's capable of it. Absolutely. Or he'll miss the cut and screw you. It's possible too. Actually, not this week. It's a small cut, so.
Before we get through a couple more of these, let's see if I can find these on my own without my producer. I can. Here they are. Underdog has you covered for pick'em for almost every sport. Get in on Underdog and win up to 5,000x. Here's a pick'em entry I like for Genesis. Shane Lowry, better 20.5 finishing position. Hideki, lower 7.5 fairways hits. And Rio, higher, just to make the cut, basically here. That gets you 4.29x your money's. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with code SGPN. This Rhythm ad is going to lead into the player that I want to talk about next. Rhythm has been on a heater for college and NBA picks, but you guys know that here we're going to be talking about golf. So I use my own model. You can play around with the sliders on your own or use the house model. Top 20 for Pierceson Coody.
Pierceson Coody.
Plus 190. Absolutely love it. If you're looking to go premium, use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. Pierceson Coody.
Pierceson Coody.
He was like 5th in my model. I'm worried about the driving accuracy here a little bit, but not bad enough for it to scare me completely off. I think that he has a lovely top 20 number. I looked at him potentially for a little first round leader. I really like these top 5, top 10 after round 1 markets. I found a lot of success with them last year.
I'll give you
especially if it's a guy you like to come out hot out of the gates, and then, we maybe don't see him after Saturday. But I still like Coody here. Here's
the only problem I have with Coody. I hate his name, Pierceson Coody. He's the guy. He is the guy who you would haze the shit out of in college. Okay, hey, Pierceson Coody. Besides that, though, he is a rising star. I don't know if he'll fire here, but you don't have to be deadly accurate with your driver here. Missed fairways are not penal here, and everything else about his game is elite. He's going to win a golf tournament this year. So top 20, absolutely. I don't know if I'd get to him on a win here because I don't do much of the top 5, top 10 markets. I'm a degenerate winner go home guy. But without a doubt, he is one of those 3 or 4 young guys on tour who can hit the ball a mile, and the rest of his game. He came up early and wasn't ready. Went down to KFT last year, and he found his game. So, and he's got a twin brother who hasn't found his game yet, which is weird. It's like, how do you get along? They were both on tour. They both got demoted, but only one has gotten back. So does the other brother hate him now?
I don't know.
There's got to be a rivalry.
His name should be Coody Pierceson. Like in my head, it's like Pierceson Coody. It's mixed up. Like you flip
Pierceson Coody. But it's Pierceson is just, and then the way he spells it. If you got to be Pierceson, spell it Pierce. Yeah, he has 2 S's in it. I hate that.
It makes no sense at all. Is there anyone else that you looked at this week that
yes, another guy, and I love him in the first round, but overall I like him too. Great history here. While he's not long, he is accurate and he hits the long irons great, and that's Harris English. And he was the first guy I fired on in terms of like top of the board. And everything about it fits. And here's the little sneaky thing. And I usually only just dabble in the first round markets, just like a taste, not an actual unit. But first round, because of all the rain, is going to be live clean in place this week. It's almost certain. It's not official, but it's almost certain. Harris English can't miss fairways. He is the straightest driver of the ball there is on tour. He is just a laser. And that means in the first round, he is going to be live clean in place. And when these guys can live clean and place the ball on the pro level, they fire darts at the pins. So while other guys are going to be missing some fairways, Harris is going to be in the fairway, live clean, setting his ball down, and just firing at these pins. So I actually like him even more in the first round. I like him overall as well. And he can make his putts, which you do want somebody who makes putts for a first round leader bet because you need a hot putter. You don't want a grinder. You want a guy who can go nuclear with his putter. So I actually bet a half a unit, which is the biggest first round leader bet I've done in a long time, on Harris English. So I really love him.
I think I'm going to tell you on that. He popped up for me. I have the same thought process there. What number, I'm going back a little bit here. What number did you get Gator up at?
Gator up, I got 35.
Okay.
Cam, I got 33, and I got 47 on English, and he's actually got a little higher. I think you can find a 50 on him. So
I see a 40 to 1 on Gator.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. 40 to 1? That's insulting. He is better than Xander right now by a significant margin.
Down to like 30 to 1. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
And again, I don't necessarily say I love him here, except that's a great fit for him. But how is he not in those elite price tiers? I don't think the market's adjusted to the fact that this guy isn't a fluke. 4 wins at different courses, and now he's at a course where he can just eat it alive if he's playing well.
Yeah,
he's a really good golfer. So
yeah, that's crazy.
So that's strictly value for a guy who I think is going to be regularly in the 20s the second half of the year. You're not going to find a 30 of him for another 10 years.
I mean, he graded out. He was like, he's 6 in my model. You look at across the board, though. There's really what's the knock on him here? And the only knock is he's not a household name, and
he hasn't contended in a major or a big boy event. And I call big boy events like Players, Memorial, and this place where they're like whatever. That said, it's only because he hasn't had the opportunities, and I don't think the models can even catch up yet. And obviously, when you're building a model, you don't want to do just like last 12 rounds. You want to get a little more depth to it.
You got to get a little something. Yeah.
Yes, but sometimes when you're betting, I disagree. Sometimes take a flyer that, 12 rounds for a bet, I'm going to take it because that might be more real than his last, like, say, 30 or 50 rounds. So, I'm not saying, like, overall how you rate golfers. I do think sometimes you take chances on a smaller sample size, especially if you're betting outrights. You know what I mean? Because outrights, you're just looking for that 5% guy to be a 10% guy, and you got value on it.
Sure, 100%. Especially these guys that like the market doesn't catch up on, or they are playing really well, like they're in good form. Okay, I don't really care that he sucked. You know what I mean? Like I don't care.
That's what I mean. It matters how he played last year in the fall or the summer swing. Yeah. But again, if you're looking for that lightning, that flash of lightning, sometimes you just take a chance on recent form.
Yeah. Guys, you know what? The one guy, and again, this week I'm using as my, let me get it out of my system thing. And I haven't finalized my outrights. I'll get those out in the morning. As Larry knows, we were supposed to record at 7 o'clock. So today was a little hectic for me.
Yeah, it's funny how you were like all worried about, is it too late for you, Larry? Is it too late? I'm like, I own a college bar, okay? I'm going to be up 4 hours after you're in bed. But take your time. You don't need to worry about me.
Yeah. We all know I have a problem with this guy. His name is Jason Day. He is playing solid. You look at what he's done here in the past. 4 of his last 5, I'll cherry pick the fuck out of it. He has had a top 24 finish. So I'm not going to get crazy. I'm not saying out loud to you guys that I bet him outright. I may have sprinkled the 65 to 1. What I am telling you is I like the top 30 at -110. I think the top 30 is a nice number for Jason Day, and I think this is a solid fit for him. Is he going to win? Probably not.
No. I mean, here's something I'm going to sell you on Day. I'm not a Day guy in the world. I don't think he's going to win tournaments anymore. I think he's happily in a place.
I need him to top 30.
That's what I mean. He doesn't need to finish in the top. No, that's what I mean. But I think Rose might light a fire on the ass of Day and Adam Scott. Yeah. And I'm watching those two closely because maybe Day in his mind was like, okay, I'm no longer going to be an elite golfer, and he accepted it. Now that Rose isn't a fluke. Rose is an elite golfer. They might say, why can't this be me? Because it can be. I mean, like I said, look at his stats, look at all that, but you got to have that extra edge, that competitive edge. And maybe Day gets it back, and he's definitely this course. He's a horse for the course. His history. So I will not bet Jason Day, but I won't mock you for it. Okay. Which is me being diplomatic about it.
You said Adam Scott. He might end up on my outright card. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think he's going to end up on my outright card. His ball striking has been fantastic to start this season. I just think that this is like, if he could just rebound a little bit here in some other areas.
What's his number at?
I see a 60-1 here.
That's not. I might actually. I still got a little room. I mean, he is. If you designed a course with Adam Scott's game in mind, it would be Riviera. He's perfect. He's got his. I don't think he's won here. I can't remember. But I know he has a lot of top fives. He's last year, 2 years ago. Everything about him. Does he have that fire lit under his ass? That is like what it would take for him to win. And I think Rose is going to do that. I really do. I honestly think they're going to have good years because of Justin Rose.
And Scott's short game was like kind of been the issue, but as of late, we're seeing him like he does better at Riviera. Like, so I think that we could see him rebound here. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, am I going to be shocked that he didn't win this tournament? No, like I don't like. It's not like a sure thing, but I think it's a nice piece to add to this card because I do believe in what Scott can accomplish.
If you got a 60-1 guy and you can convince yourself he's a live bet, like he has a chance to win, it's a good bet. It's a good bet. Obviously, you don't bet a fortune on it, but compare with some flyers where they're not going to win. He has a chance to win. And the other thing is the only tournament he truly cares about is the Masters. And right now is usually when he starts playing well in preparation for the Masters. Like I never bet him after the Masters. Maybe I will this year, but the late West Coast swing to the Masters is about as engaged as he'll get. And all the things that are happening to Rosie, I want it to happen to Scott and Day. Because I mean, I love those players. I'm not convinced they were ready to win or cared about winning as much as they should. But I think with Rosie, I think they might be now. Because I mean, it's just incredible what Rosie's done.
Oh yeah, I'm all in on Scott now. I'm very
As a middle-aged man, I support Scott, Day, and Rose. Okay, we still got some kind of juice left. Those goddamn young kids out there.
I absolutely love it. Any final bets before we wrap up here? I let you get out of here. I appreciate you. Well, I guess you said it was fine that I was late on you, but it's rude is what it is.
I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Everybody talks about Scottie Scheffler being dominant. He's the one who got me into this chili mess. I want to point out, since I started eating chili every day, Scottie has not won a tournament.
So do you have to continue?
Want something? What if I win my bet and Scottie shits the bet again? What if it is the chili karma that's causing it? How can I stop? Yeah, but that said, the thought of doing, I take that back. I cannot go more than 9 more days.
There's no way.
Yeah, if it was like open-ended, I'd be crazy. Yeah,
I'm scared for you a little bit.
I actually have smarter people than me in my life who are actually making me like check my blood pressure and all that stuff.
Good. They should be. You should do a round of like probiotics after and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So they're taking. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get my butt dragged to the doctor for the first time in like 4 years after I'm done with all
this. I would love to know what your blood work looks like.
I know it looks relatively fine now. I would have been scared to know what my blood work was. I just eat, you know what I mean? Especially with the hours I keep. I don't put any thought into it. So it definitely, my blood pressure, even being a fat bastard, my blood pressure was good. So I'm hoping it will stay even lower like that. So all in all, so I'm not going to drop dead. I know Wendy's is actually kind of worried about it in their tweets.
Because it's a liability.
Yeah, they're like, I can only imagine Wendy's is sitting there like, this is cool, but if this idiot dies eating chili, we are so screwed. I'm not. No, there's no risk to it. So
what is going on? My lights are off. This is a day from hell. I don't know what is going on. I appreciate you. We're gonna get off because of this. Review the pod. I will be back on Thursday. We will get you back on maybe around a major. And I can't. The light here. I'm back. And we'll have to do. Maybe we'll taste test some more seltzers or something.
Absolutely. Yeah. I will thankfully be able to drink them soon. So actually, I got a new one. I'll say it for the next show.
Yeah,
a new one. I'm about ready to go hard with, and I absolutely love it. Maybe I'll DM you about it.
Yeah, DM me about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it on screen maybe next time I get on. Because I'm excited as hell for it. It's awesome.
I appreciate you. Make sure you guys all go follow him on Twitter at Tom and Marty's. I'm very excited for you to be done with the chili, and I will see you guys on Thursday, 6 p.m. Love and appreciate everyone. See ya.
Stephie Smalls Show, sports gambling. Place some bets on winners and catastrophe. If you want to know where to put the money, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday is the place to be.